Hey, I'm Jack Sugars, and this is my God story. So I wasn't raised in a Christian home, so my life before Jesus consisted a lot of not knowing anything about who he was or the church in general. Being at youth and at Connect was really important for me. Every single week, my Connect leader at the time would message me, asking me if I needed a lift, asking if I'd be there at youth, and it just meant that I could never forget that it was there and that people there still cared about me. It was at grade 10 youth camp where I remember seeing people experience the Holy Spirit for the first time. I saw other people experience God, and I was like, I want that. And then a year later at my grade 11 youth camp, I remember God prompted me to get on my knees for the first time ever. And it was one of the first times I ever heard his voice. And I remember dropping to my knees and touching my forehead to the ground, and God spoke to me and he said, I've given you a gift. It's your voice, and you've been using it for evil instead of for good. I remember my heart breaking in that moment. And then he started to flash all of these thoughts through my mind of times that I'd spoken poorly to or about people at school, and this weight was on my shoulders. I remember grabbing every single person I knew and pulling them into a huddle and apologizing to them. I'm like, I never knew the weight of what I was doing. So coming out of grade 11 camp, the way I viewed people, and especially the way I spoke to people, changed. My language, the way I held myself, and I didn't get it perfect, but it's something that shifted in me, is the way that I valued people and the way I spoke to them. And then a year later, at my grade 12 youth camp, my final youth camp, the guest preacher, he called people forward for an altar call, and I just got up and walked forward. And I remember standing up the front with my hands raised, and the guest preacher came over to me, and I remember him putting his hand on me and praying for me. He said, I see you on Christmas morning opening a gift, and God has just awoken something inside of you that he's going to use for the rest of your life. And it was like 2 and 2 clicked together from all these encounters over the years, and it was like God's going to use my voice. So this desire inside of me to see this vision that God had put in my mind come to happen is, as soon as I got back to school, I remember going and speaking with the head of my grade and organizing to get up and pray in front of my peers. Youth camps have always been a highlight, something that I've looked forward to, and something that I know I can look back at as a time where God moved in my life. I recognized at youth camp that God has a purpose for me, and he's put this gift on my life to speak, and to speak with confidence. I have valued the time that I've spent away at youth camps more than I think I even realize.